Okay, guys. Let's see if my Instagram went live tonight, y'all. We live. We are live on Instagram for me, finally. I don't know if they can see me or not, but okay, they're joining.
Hey, Ralph.
Hey, Ralph. Daddy's home.
Oh.
Let me go close my window.
I was gonna say, what's anything you'd like to share? Anybody? What did I hear? Biddy? Woo! Pull it over.
I didn't even hear.
You heard the whoop from the police looking for somebody over here.
Somebody said I can't see. Oh, it's on. We'll see how it does. All right, we'll just see how it does. I'm gonna figure it out. Instagram. I'm not there yet, but I'm gonna figure it out. I don't know how to make it bigger. I'm trying.
Yes, it's in April, Ralph. It's in April.
Hey, Lorenzo.
Hey, Lorenzo.
I got me something to sip this week.
Well, talking about some daddy's home. What? No.
Right. Chardonnay.
Hello, everybody. Welcome. Come on in. Tell a friend.
Apple pie wine tonight, but I just.
Why not?
That's new.
My princess.
The topic tonight is
Ellie.
Hang on. We're gonna let you know what the topic is. It's gonna be basically relationship expectations. Relationship expectations. Okay, guys, that's the topic for tonight. Hey, everybody. Ooh, I kind of like this one.
It's giving me like trip hop almost.
Yeah, it's like a little Snoop Dogg maybe feel or something.
Yes, I know exactly who you are, my baby.
Hi,
with all your
baby.
potatoes. I love them. I can't wait to get some more of them.
Hey, everybody. Welcome. Tell a friend. Come on in. Yes.
Hey, Jalen. Hey, J-Dub. Man, who's a Facebook user that asked what's the topic, lady? Hey, y'all.
Yeah, make sure you put your name in if it comes up Facebook user. Hello, all my followers on Instagram. Hey, y'all. Welcome. I'm still learning how to do it on
Feel better, love.
Instagram because I don't know what I'm doing. So this is my first time on Instagram, y'all. So with it connected to the stream. So just bear with me as I learn what I'm doing.
I can see that. I can see De La Soul coming on this. Just add a little bit more to this. I can see De La Soul on this, definitely.
We're gonna get it together.
He want to know where
Moses is.
All right, y'all.
You know what? We're not gonna do this with you tonight, okay?
Hey,
we about to have a really good show.
Yeah. In the corner.
All right.
Not Nubians. Brand Nubians?
That's
I don't
kind of
know what
nice.
he's
I
talking
want to
about.
like. I want to like.
I
All
don't
right,
need it.
y'all. All right, y'all. We're gonna go ahead and get
Yeah, Jay,
started.
Mark, he ain't here yet.
Everybody. Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome to another marvelous Monday on JewCee Tales Erotic Chat. I am your hostess, Ms. JewCee, and I could not do this show without my beautiful, vivacious, simply stunning, all around the world girls, my melanated queens, Miss Siren and Miss Purple Rain. Hello, ladies.
Hey, my
Hi.
JewCee, my Purple Rain.
How are you guys doing? How are you guys doing? How was your week?
Work.
Okay.
Work. I'm sure Purple Rain about to say the same thing because this is one of the
This
hardest
is
working women I know.
all it was for me. My bathroom is frozen.
What?
6 space heaters plugged up in my house because my kitchen and my bathroom are frozen. Yes.
You got to keep you a little bit of water running, honey. A little bit of
And the
water.
heat's not working the way it's supposed to, so I have space heaters to double it.
Okay, then you need to call the landlord,
I did.
baby. Just call the landlord.
You don't need your pipes bursting,
I
baby.
did. I did.
Okay.
I did have the water this morning.
Wrap your pipes.
So
Get you some
outside of that,
towels
I'm
and wrap
great.
your pipes.
One of the many reasons I live out here.
And open the cabinets. Open your cabinets up, wrap your pipes. Take you some towels and just wrap them around the pipes. Under your sink, in your bathrooms, things like that. Yep.
I love living in California.
They're open.
It's crazy right now in the Midwest. We've got this damn polar vortex. Y'all gonna hear my heat in the background because this bitch is on high. Okay, it is on high.
I remember 2013 when I moved back to Chicago. They had their first polar vortex. My first winter back, and I was mad.
I was there.
I was so mad.
Negative 49 degrees on January 6th. I've never forgotten it. I'm like,
absolutely
negative 49.
I was so mad. And that's why 4 years later, I moved back here. Well, one of the many reasons. Yes, I'm petty. Yes.
Ralph says the government controls the weather.
It seems like it, though, don't it?
It does, with the destruction and the coldness and the craziness. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. So, I don't know if my live is still going. And I don't have any pictures over here. I don't know what happened. I'm gonna have to work on this Instagram live, but I hope people are still there. I'm still here, y'all. I'm still here.
I'm sure. Ralph, I'm sure.
I'm telling them post, welcome, hello.
Well, I mean, here it's only like it's in like the early 60s here. So, but it's not bad, so I can't complain.
I just don't want to live anywhere anymore where it goes below 30 degrees. I don't want to live anywhere anymore where it goes below. I just can't.
Yeah, it don't do that here.
First, honey, first of all, global warming is real. Global warming is real.
Why not?
What's
wrong with California?
It's too hot.
It's the West Coast.
No, it's not.
No, that's not it. It's not about the heat.
Telling me nothing.
It's the West Coast. I'm not.
What about the West Coast?
I'm not good on the West Coast. I don't like anything about the West Coast.
Very general statement, so I'm gonna leave it alone. Is that? I'm sorry, this doesn't compute to me.
No, I like East Coast liquor.
All right, ladies.
No, I'm
We're
sorry. I
gonna get
just
on the
like East
topic.
Coast liquor. I just like East.
We're gonna go on to the topic now. We're gonna leave East and West Coast alone. Yes, we are.
Yeah, this ain't Tupac and Biggie in this bad boy. Trust me, we do actually like each other though. So
Nah, we
How
love
how
each
do you
other.
do that? Like
We love
that? Like
each other.
that? Is that it? Is that it?
you gotta get the.
I can't
Listen.
go there. Okay, let's talk about the arthritis in the hands. Forget that.
She's an arthritis.
So let's talk about that, shall we? Well, ladies, welcome. We're going to have a good time tonight. But of course, before we start the show, we've got to go over the NFL scores. We are in the playoff rounds, and wow, it's been interesting. So, right now, the Buccaneers and the Eagles are playing. It's the second quarter. Looks like the Buccaneers are up on the Eagles 16-9. So, there's still a lot of game to go in that one. And let's go over some of the other scores. It looks like the Bills beat the Steelers 31-17, also known as the Squealers. And the Lions, come on, Detroit, beat the Rams 24-23. Wow, good close games looks like on that one.
But I give it to you.
Then we've got the Texans and the Ravens. That's going to be January 20th. The Packers and the 49ers.
The Texans won on Saturday.
January 20th. And where's the other scores at? That's terrible. Whoops, wait a minute. I'm sorry. Let me ease on up. I didn't ease on up. There we go. My bad. So let's see here. Yes. The Browns got beat handily by the Texans. The Browns lost. Our city is supporting this team. But the Texans won 45-14 over the Brownies. I got to give a shout out to my Brownies. So proud of you all, especially with all the adversity that you all went through this season. Way to go. Way to make it to the playoffs. And we'll see you all again next season. The Dolphins and the Chiefs. Looks like the Chiefs. I heard Patrick Malone's helmet got cracked in that cold weather that they had there.
My homie's helmet got cracked all the way open.
So that was not cute. Okay, it really was not. So the Chiefs. Whoops! What happened to my scores? My scores just scooted away from me. Hang on.
Hi, Yogi.
Hang on 1 second. Let me get these scores back. Okay, so the Chiefs beat the Dolphins. And that's all I can tell you because this thing keeps moving. This is hilarious. I'm so sorry, guys. Usually this goes smooth. This is the one thing that goes smoothly, but right now it is moving up and down and all over the place on my computer. It's so funny. So the Chiefs win. I know that was a very cold game. And let me see. I'm going to see if I can get everybody now. And it did it again. So Chiefs win. If there's any other scores that I missed, I'm really, really sorry, but my stuff is flying all over the place when I try to do. I went in a different way to the NFL, I guess. So it's tripping tonight. So
that's hard. I'm happy the Cowgirls lost too, but I'm not happy that the Packers won because I don't like them things either. I was being nice. That was me being nice.
That was you being nice?
Yeah, because I was going to say something
different. Nuts. I don't know why it's moving like this. It doesn't usually do this. I'm going to try one more time to get to the scores. I'm going to try one more time.
You know, it was a double-edged sword. We either had to take it or leave it. One of them was going to win. What is going on?
Yeah, one of them was going to win. We had to take it. I wasn't rooting for either one. I didn't care who won or lost, honestly. I just was going to be happy whoever lost.
I hate the Cowboys more than I could ever hate the Packers. It just is what it is.
So, well, that's where we are on that. Sorry, I can't get all the scores. If I missed a couple, I'm sorry. The Packers, I think, is the one that I missed. So you guys gave that score, but yeah, it was flying all over the place. That was kind of funny. So anyway, we're gonna move on because football season for Cleveland is over. So we're gonna go with the. I'm hoping it's either the Bills or the Lions. So we'll go from there.
It's been over for the Colts. So hey,
yeah.
Well, if I gotta pick something, I gotta pick the Midwest. I'm gonna go with the Lions.
Yeah, I'm gonna do either the Lions or the Bills. I can do
either. North. Yep, I'll go with them.
So, we got a great topic tonight. So let's get into it really quick. We're going to talk about
I appreciate
something that I think we all hear in some kind of way, shape, form, or fashion. So we're going to talk about tonight. I'm going to take the lead. I know my ladies are going to join me. They're going to join in. We hope that you guys make a lot of comments and join in with us. But we are going to talk about relationship expectations. That is our topic for this evening. And let me just say that tonight, shots are going to get fired. Okay.
Yeah, I'm pouring some more right now. I'm pouring some more.
Shots is going to get fired and I want you to know this is the opinion of Ms. JewCee and
no Purple Rain, and I don't know what she's going to talk about. So it's such as you.
So the reason I came up with this topic is so many people are having problems with their relationships. And I really think that it really actually starts at our expectations of what a relationship should be, what a relationship could be, what we bring to a relationship, what we're looking for in a relationship. So a lot of people are having a lot of problems and a lot of difficulties, especially our younger generation, with their expectations. Some of their expectations are they're very unrealistic. Let's just say that. They are very unrealistic. And we are to the point now where we have people that are not getting together because they have a checklist that's about, from here to California about what they want in a person. And they can't find that person because it's unrealistic. It's very unrealistic. We're to the point where we're always talking about the high valued man or the high valued woman. We have Siren, your eyeballs set it off.
I can't stand when I hear that shit. I'm sorry. I cannot. So, it doesn't make sense to me.
The high valued, this phrase has been around. It's not like it wasn't around, but Mr. Samuels kind of made it a little more popular, and a lot of people
ran with it
and fell into the trap of this term, and what he decided was
high value.
Right.
Not sure if there was anybody else before him that would talk about that he got it from, but he was the main one talking about that.
Right. Here recently. Right. Before his demise. And here's the thing. It's great to have expectations. Don't get me wrong. It is great to have expectations, but please have them grounded in truth and reality. Sometimes we don't do that. We're looking for example, let me give you an example. When we're talking about a high valued man, I'm watching some of these young girls. They're probably in their 20s or 30s. And they're stating that they want this high valued person, this high valued man. We're just going to stick with women and men right now. You can interchange it however you'd like to. They're wanting this high valued man. And they think that they're going to get a high valued man. And the high valued man is going to need to be probably much older. There are, yes, young men that are high valued, that are on the rise, on the way up, but they don't necessarily start out with a 6-figure income at a new job. And they haven't proven themselves.
Wouldn't What is the high value? What is that?
The high value, hang on. I'm happy you asked that. So the concept of a high value man is the term that has been popularized in recent years, particularly in online discussions about self-improvement and dating. While it's unclear who exactly cloned the phrase, one individual who played a key role in polarizing it is Kevin Samuels, an influencer and image consultant. A high value man is also described as a man who is successful and respected and who brings value to all facets of life. This includes being financially stable, having a strong network of peers, and being useful to others. The traits of a high value man can vary depending on who you ask, but they generally revolve around these core criteria. It is important to note that the concept of a high value man is not universally agreed upon and can be interpreted differently by different people. It's also not a term found in official psychologically textbooks. Despite this, the term has gained significant traction online and continues to influence decisions or discussions and about masculinity and personal development.
I feel like that definition is lacking
What do you feel is lacking in?
because it's lacking emotional intelligence. It's lacking balance of understanding the balance between the feminine and the masculine. It's it's only telling me how much he makes and that people thinks he's a great person or whatever. But just because people think he's a great person doesn't mean he actually is. Or he might be a great person in business. That does not mean he's going to be great within a relationship with an intimate partner. So,
Well,
and it don't even tell whether he's smart or not. Just because you got that don't mean that you're smart enough to,
Well, one of the things that it does not, and I want to make sure everybody understands that the definition that I read to you does not mention finances at all.
Right.
Okay. Mr. Samuels decided to embellish. As it states, it says basically this says that it varies. It just says that you're financially stable. Financially stable does not necessarily mean that you have to have 6 figures or 7 figures. If you're living within your means, let's just say, okay, hello,
that is considered.
We don't talk about living within your means. A lot of people want to live outside of their means. They got the credit cards and they got the, they got the bling and they got stuff that they're paying on, and yet and still you think they own all of this stuff. Some of it they rent, some of it they, but it doesn't say anything really about being, as far as this definition goes, about necessarily being a 6-figure person. It doesn't say that. It just says being financially stable. And I think some people, how we do, we embellish. And now you're to the point where you've decided that a high value man has to make 6 figures, which is a discredit to men that might make, 75,000, 80,000 a year, but they live within their means.
We have 2 people. Well, I have one on my side, and then over here, Jalen said that that's why the meaning varies from person to person. And then over here, I have Eric who says high value depends on what you value. There is no solid answer to this question. As well as anyone can win the lottery. It doesn't change the type of person you are or what is high value again.
Exactly. But what we have done, if you haven't noticed, is we have created a monster with this term. And by all accounts, because somebody associated a high value male as being someone that makes six figures and a STEM, this is what we falsely are looking for, or these ladies are falsely looking for in a high value male.
So, Boom McGinty says a high value man is a man who knows who he is, values, respects, and stands on his boundaries. I'm gonna go with that one as well. And then we have the Facebook user: high value men should be intentional men based on the agreement between the two, blue collar men, hippie men, etc. And then up here, so rich men don't cheat, mentally abuse, or rule over women. That's high value. Again, it goes back to the actual person that you are. It's not about your money and what you and all of that stuff. It's about the person that you are, and we don't tend to do that because I feel that it's because we don't really even know who the hell we are. Looking for somebody.
Yes, Purple Rain.
You know, this is a sensitive topic for me. Because it's my generation and younger that is getting berated with this term. And it's my generation and younger women who are giving women a bad reputation. Their version of what a dance is. And it's not all because of Kevin Samuels, but Kevin Samuels cornered that pocket because of the fact that these women were getting on his show and saying, I look like this. I don't care what you say. I deserve me a millionaire. I don't give a damn what I'm bringing to the table. I deserve me a rich man too. Oh, I could never get proposed a ring and tell him yes. Oh, I refuse to Cake Factory for a first date. I need to go to Ocean Prime. But you can't take yourself to none of these places, afford a Pandora ring for yourself, or even buy yourself a pot to piss in.
Hold on, where my pearls
Shots
at?
fired.
Where my pearls at? I need to find my pearls.
Shots fired.
Or the women that say he's not high valued. He works at Burger King. Bitch, he the general manager and has 15 stores. What you mean he's not high valued? No grown man should work in fast food. No grown man should do this. No grown man should work for the police department. What is wrong with you heifers?
You're judging a book by its cover because you don't even know what you want or can do or what your value is. You can't see your own value, so you're looking at somebody who's doing right. That you think, and that's not it. That is so not it. Oh my gosh! And just so you know, this is a whole sidebar, but on that one, they think their coochie is it. Y'all don't even know how to take care of that, so we're not gonna go there.
That's a whole nother show.
A whole nother show.
That's a whole nother show.
That might be next week's show.
No,
so we can
right. Here's the thing, and I'm you guys know I'm with you guys on this, because the issue I have with what reach one, I believe in reach one, teach one. And the issue I have with this whole situation of high value is exactly pretty much what Siren has said and pretty much what Purple Rain has said. We are, as young women, we are not, and young men, we are not getting across the correct terminology. I'm a terminology person. We are not getting across the correct terminology in order for us to have solid relationships of any kind. We don't have self-love. Ladies don't have self-love. You are going back in time when you think about the antiquated process of having a man totally take care of you. That was back in the 50s and the 60s, where the woman stayed at home. And let me tell you something, ladies, back in the 50s and the 60s, what we did to support the house and to take care of the children and to make sure that there was food on the table and clothes on our backs and the bills were taken care of, because some women did the bills and the man just paid. He went to work, he went to work, he went to work, he went to work. She stayed home and ran the household. And let me tell you something, it took us a long time as women to get a value for taking care of the home. Women could lose their husbands and try and go get a job, and they would be asked, well, what did you do? What kind of skills do you have? Well, I'm a homemaker. It took a long time. It took going to court. It took a long time for there to be a value, a financial value put on that. How many women, if you did not take care of that house, how many men could really go out and do what they do? Men didn't know how to run the household. They didn't know anything about grocery shopping, baking a cake.
I think we can. Are we saying in general?
I'm just saying this is back in the 50s and 60s in general, and not any. I mean, I know my dad knew how to cook. Okay,
Yeah. A lot of the men that I know can cook. And these are older men. They know how to.
They know how to cook, but a lot of men didn't. They went to work. They didn't know how the household functioned. They would come home, dinners on the table, the children are put to bed, whatever the case. Everything that was in the house was taken care of by their wives.
So are we saying that men didn't necessarily know how to completely adult?
No, I wouldn't say that. I'm saying it's a different time.
There was a different time and they had different there was different roles, and we followed those roles, because it's not like they didn't know how to adult. But back then, because my grandparents, rest in peace, both of them, were a prime example of that. They got married in 1954. They were married at the time that they both passed here recently, almost 69 years. My grandfather could cook and he could clean, but he didn't run the household. He went to work every day. She was at home.
Okay, so and Jalen, I like that question right there, because I think that's where my thought process was going. Because see, he said, was this an issue for our culture or was this white women's issue? Because
so if we're going to go to our culture, no, we had jobs, but we still did not manage the finances. Our husbands did. We helped out because we needed a double financial home, but we would go to work and then come home and do the same job at home that we just did at work.
Yep.
We were homemakers.
And
whether it be for the white man, whether it be for Sally and her kids and raising her kids on our tit, or raising our own. Yes, we had jobs. Yes, we had 2-income households, but it was still balanced in roles. There was still a woman cooking and cleaning in the home. She worked around her schedule with her husband and her kids.
And also remember, women in general were not paid. Whether they went to work or not, it was not equal pay for the same job. So women could go do the same job as a man, but not make the same amount of money. And it still happens today. Footnote, Taraji. I'm going to just leave that there, because she told everything.
And I can see that, yeah.
So you got to understand you got to understand the whole picture. We tend to pick bits and pieces instead of understanding the whole picture. And the whole picture is, even as black women, once again, we didn't even get the right to vote until the 1970s. So
the right to vote for women was for white women only.
Understand your history. Know your history. Because you can't move forward until you know where you came from. And what we're trying to say today really is about our relationships are broken. Our relationships, whether it's been because of colonization, whether it's been because of the colonizers, whether it's been because of a lack of communication, whether it's been
Follow
from
Euro standards.
right, and whether it's been from false information, period. We are not doing the work to make our relationships work. We have people that have these expectations, these grandiose expectations of someone else. And I say this a lot. Don't don't take it upon yourself. If you don't expect from somebody else what you can't do for them. A lot of you want to expect something else from somebody else and you won't do it for them.
You won't even do it for yourself while you bullshitting.
Right. You won't do it, period. But you expect someone else to do this for you. You got to stop these expectations that are unrealistic and that are antiquated. And we need to get into reality. We need to get into what really works, because a lot of this stuff that we are putting out there, it don't work anyway. Divorces are up, relationships suck. People, people are, I can't stand his ass, I can't stand her ass. It doesn't work.
We have a Facebook user says some women have made their pussy a value and assumed that they can manipulate men, not realizing energetically that men may like a variety. Men will position themselves and keep a woman at home and never say anything, and will have a secondary one online, if that's what's in line. Now, why I say this is because women will dismiss and trash a man when this happens if they are blue collar or less than or less, even though they were taken care of. But in reverse, if a woman had a man with 6 figures or more, the woman will give them a pass and call them high valuable and will wild out with their like-minded women and spend. And that is very much so. It's not puzzling, but it's I don't want to say troubling either, but it's like
toxic. That's what it is. It's toxic.
Toxic has become the normal.
Yeah. Yes, it's toxic.
Okay, can I ask y'all a question really quick? Do y'all find that we now have a genre of music that we can call toxic music?
Yes.
Or depression music?
Yes.
Yeah.
But toxic has become the new normal because apparently I'm nuts for sharing my man. But bitch, you sharing him and not knowing you sharing yours. At least me and mine talk about it.
How? So I need to understand what their definition of toxic is. You understand what I'm saying? Because people will say some toxic shit.
Cardi B and Offset, that on again, off again bullshit. That it looks good for social media, but they ain't really together, but they together, but they ain't really together because he's cheating on her behind her back and she cheating on him behind his back, but in public eye.
It's about.
She said beta is toxic. Is that you, Yogi?
Here's the thing. We can't. We got to get to the point where we're taking a look at ourselves. At us as an individual, as us as a woman, as us as a young girl, as us, growing older. we have to understand that, number one, we're going to evolve. That's okay. Everybody evolves. Everybody changes. Everybody outgrows things. Everybody can move forward and move past some things. Some people want to run back and grab it, but don't do that. Let it go. Hello, that would be me. But what we don't do a lot of times is have the conversations that we need to have at the beginning of the relationship. We want to already be in the relationship and possibly years into the relationship, and we never even liked the person
and didn't know it.
And the reason that
we don't want nobody else to have them, but we don't want them either.
Exactly. And the reason that we're doing this, number one, that is a toxic behavior. That is but it's also a behavior that has been ingrained in us. That we have to have somebody. I mean, I know when I was growing up, I always had a boyfriend. I had a boyfriend from kindergarten. This was one boyfriend from kindergarten to 6th grade. I'm not kidding. Then 7th, 8th, and 9th grade, because he moved, I had another boyfriend. He became a senior. He moved. From 9th, 10th, and 11th, or 10th, 11th, and 12th grade, I had my high school sweetheart. I always belonged to someone because it was ingrained in me. I was always somebody's wife. I was always somebody's girlfriend. I was always somebody's fiance.
I totally understand that.
And I forgot about.
Yep.
I am just now in my latter years into me because I'm always doing for others. And I forgot about me. I always needed to be somebody's wife. I always needed to be somebody's girlfriend. I always needed to be somebody's fiance. And I was all those things.
Or a mom and to other people,
and sister, and this, and
sister, daughter, granddaughter, niece,
and you get
something
right, and you get to the point where you have given bits and pieces out of yourself, and what's left for you? Not a whole lot.
You've completely forgotten about you.
And not only have you forgotten about you, but usually so has your partner.
Or because you've forgotten about you, the person that you think you want can't even see you. Because you don't even see you.
So some of this is, there's behaviors that we can change. And there's more things that we need to base in reality when we're stepping into relationships. Siren, you have talked about it many times. We're gonna continue. We're gonna start the year out with it. He just walked in the room. What happens? What do we do?
You see him across the room and you like, damn, he fine. And in your head, before you've done anything, not you have seen him, you have assessed the fact that you want him, you have met him, went on the first date, got engaged, got married, had 2.5 kids, and got divorced before you even find out his name.
Hey,
we're good at that.
We're good.
Sometimes you're like me, you find out his name, have one conversation, have planned your whole life all the way up to your divorce.
There's levels to this. That's what that's telling me. There's levels.
And we do it as women. We do it as I'm sure men do some of the same things. I can only speak on women, but I know we do it. We sit around, we play games.
We've been sold the fairy tale.
Remember the little paper? You used to do the little 4 squares. Yes. He loves me, and
yes. Yeah, we didn't have them Facebook things that we could go and click. What is your 2024 going to be? No, we have them little pieces of paper. We did like this for real.
And I click on them Facebook things too.
I do too. I don't believe half the shit, but you know what I'm saying.
And then the days, and then we, he loves me, he loves me not, he loves me, he loves
right.
me.
Take a flower. Yes, I have done that. He loves me. He loves me
and
not.
that is because we have been indoctrinated to believe that we have to belong to somebody.
Oh, yes. Perfect. Perfectly said.
Yes. And then if we don't, and this is true for men too, because I know, let's just say fine gentleman, nice suit, nice cologne, nice job, nice this. Good. He's 45 years old, has never been married, no children. Every woman is going, what the hell's wrong with him?
I don't.
That's what a lot of women will do. What's wrong with him? Why is he not married? Why doesn't he have any? How come you don't have like 15 kids running around?
Okay, and then in that case, then for the women, we need to say the same thing, because if that's the case,
same thing for the women. Same thing. She's
well, I don't ever think what's wrong with them. I just say they're not the ones for me, because I'm not having no babies, and most of those men want babies.
And I can understand that, but you do have the population of women who will see a man who pretty much, for all intents and purposes, got it together. He's handling his business. He's a good co-parent. Like he handles his business like he does that, but he's not married or have a steady woman, and they'll look at him like, well, okay, then what's wrong with him? It might not be anything wrong with him. He might be emotionally intelligent enough to know that that's not what he wants.
He stands on business,
and it looks
and
a little
knows
different.
His boundaries.
That he know exactly. He stands on his boundaries, and what he wants looks different from what you want. So maybe that's not the one for you to be pursuing. But we don't look at that. If I want that, I want that, and if he doesn't want me, then something is wrong.
Well, this is exactly one of the points that I wanted to bring up as well, because a lot of people tend to push off on other folks their ideal of what a good person should be, or the person that you should be with. As we stated earlier, I talked about the laundry list. You're okay, let me make sure he fits all this criteria, or she fits all this criteria. And it's usually impossible. Do you all hear me? It's impossible for someone else to fit your expectations. Especially when you don't even communicate those. You just got your list over here and you checking things off, but you ain't used this. You have said nothing. You've had no conversation. You've not talked about your list, or this is what I'm looking for. You're secretly over here checking things off. Okay, well, he fits this, he fits this, he fits this. Let's get married. Let's be boyfriend and girlfriend. You my boo. But you didn't dig deep enough. You didn't talk to this person. You didn't find out more about this person. Because it was all about what? Belonging to someone. It wasn't about really getting to know them. It is about fitting the social norm. I need to belong. And he'll do.
I did that. I definitely did that.
And he'll do. Exactly. We've all done it. If you're an adult and if you're honest, we've all done it at one point or another. The social norms are they're tough. Nobody wants to get ridiculed or laughed at or be left out, so to speak.
Because we've been taught that that's important, and we're supposed to be looking at other people, but not understanding that you are you and no one else is you. So you have to operate as you and understand who you are, so that you know who you can be for someone else, as well as what you can expect from someone else. And the user right here, Facebook user, I'm not sure who this is. Beta thinking is the hurts of music, and the hurts of music are there on purpose to cause confusion. That way, the government knows how to manipulate the economics and thinking.
I like to read you all the
That's
definition
Latin.
of expectation.
Mm.
The definition of expectation is a strong belief that something will happen or be the case in the future.
When you don't know. Mm.
That also kind of goes hand in hand with how women think sometimes that we can change somebody. Hello.
Don't do it to
Sound
yourself.
familiar?
Don't do it to yourself.
Sound familiar? Oh, I can change him.
Mm-mm.
He
Girl, go change yourself. You want to change somebody, change yourself.
That part. That part.
Exactly. A belief that someone will not
You want to go
will.
change something, go color a wall.
What did you say?
She said it. You want to change
I
something?
said, if
Go
you
take
want to
a
go
walk.
change something, go color a wall.
Oh. That a lot of people do this. A lot of women and men, they do this. I can fix somebody. I can, but you may be broken, or you may have unrealistic expectations for another person, which is usually the case. We have to start being more realistic and more honest if we expect our relationships to survive. And we have to take that moment in time to work on our own personal relationship with ourselves. And we need to do that sooner than later.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Sooner than later. I'm doing it later. But you want to do it sooner
I'm doing it later too.
Time is relative. Time is relative. Everybody ain't supposed to get everything at the same time. You get it when you get it. It's about you. It's not about anybody else. It's not a comparison. It's not a competition. This is strictly you. Whatever you get it is when you get it. Because apparently, if you didn't get it in the beginning, you weren't supposed to have it because wouldn't know how to handle it. Understand this self-worth thing it's the biggest part of any relationship. If you don't have a relationship with yourself, understand any relationship that you've had up until the time you actually start to get to know you, you was playing a role. You put a face on. You didn't know you was doing it, but you was doing it because you were indoctrinated into this
thought process. Yeah. Yeah. And the thing of it is that when we're talking about relationship expectations, let me read you one of the things that I found. Relationship expectations are the standards and needs that you have for your romantic partner. They can include affection, compassion, respect, consideration, as well as appreciation, time, kindness, honesty, and loyalty. Having healthy expectations can help you build a successful partnership, while having unrealistic or unfair expectations can harm your relationship. You should communicate your expectations with your partner and respect their expectations as well. That is, you notice it didn't say anything about money. It didn't say anything about, you got to get me this, you got to get me the other, you got to do this for me, you got to do that for me. A lot of the things that it talks about are not tangible.
that part. Somebody said self-worth is the power and key to long-term relating.
And a lot of the things are not tangible. It doesn't matter if you have this ring that's like this on your hand and you got Gucci and you got and he beats your ass behind closed doors. It doesn't matter.
But you know they don't care as long as they got that bag.
It doesn't matter that he neglects you as a person because he has to work 24 hours a day or 12 hours a day. He's traveling and he's got his secretary with him. It doesn't you're sitting at home with the bonbons and the big mansion and the cars and the jewelry, but he's not there.
Now, if that's just all you want, then have at it. But if you want more than that, you went to the wrong one, sis.
Yeah. We got to do better as far as, I think, understanding what expectations are.
What somebody said, they said, if you want an entrepreneur, understand that comes with a lot of hours.
Mm-hmm.
Not a lot of cuddling. It's not a lot of being up underneath him and going there and going there, because it could be a business thing that you don't need to be at. But you got to be able to understand.
And her too, though.
Absolutely. Vice versa.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That is definitely vice versa.
Because there are men that I have dated. I don't text, call, or spend enough time up under them. And I'm working. Even when I'm not physically working, I'm working. I got shit to do.
And that has to be understood.
I know men that are mad that I'm on this podcast every night. I'd be like, what the fuck?
But here's the thing. To me, that's not somebody that needs to be in my life. If you're going to be mad if you're going to be mad at me because I'm pursuing my dreams, or I'm out here making a difference, or I'm out here doing something that I love, and you can't deal with that because I'm not sitting up underneath you. I have no problem with telling you need to go find somebody else, honey, because I can't. I would really want a person in my life that supports me as much as I support him. That is where, and this is where, it's give and take, it's push and pull, it's a little here, it's a little there, it's compromise, it's talking, it's communicating, it's understanding my schedule, it's understanding that this is what I do. But I also need to, as being a responsible entrepreneur or responsible woman, I need to learn to be able to sit down and convey that to you in a way that you understand. This is what I do. This
is concisely communicating.
So you have to do the 3 C's, clear, concise. Exactly. And some of us don't do that. We assume that you're going to understand. And meanwhile, back at the ranch, they have no idea because they've never, ever been with someone.
Like, baby, let people be who they are and understand it is not personally against you. It is actually personally for them. And if you can ride with that, and that works with how you want things for your life as well, then rock with it. If it is not, walk the fuck away without feeling some kind of way, because it was never personally against you.
And the other part of that is you might just all of a sudden be the support system that this entrepreneur or any other entrepreneur needs. You're talking about a lot of these young folks that are looking for this high value man that has to do with the 6 figures. Okay. When we talk about this 6 figures and you're in your 20s, like I said, it is very rare Yeah, it is. It's very rare that you're going to find someone in their 20s that's making six figures, legally or illegally. I'm just going to put it out there. There are people that can do it, but if they are doing it, understand if they're in their 20s, this is how they're going to be. If humanly possible, if not laid off, if not whatever the case may be, this is how they're going to be. And you have to understand, can you ride with that person?
Does that
Or do
rock?
you
Is that rock where you are in life?
Or do you need to get off the roller coaster because you can't hold on?
Because it don't rock with where you are in life.
Exactly. You have a lot of these women, the young women, like we were starting out saying, that are unrealistic with their thought process in trying to have a high valued person. Men too, but I'm talking about women because I'm a woman and I've listened to a lot of these women and I talk to a lot of these women, and thus the reason we have the topic tonight. You are not basing your beliefs or your relationship in reality. You are totally in fantasy. You, honey, welcome to Fantasy Island. Is
the plane.
Welcome to Fantasy Island, because you're
on it.
You are on it. You are nowhere near where you need to be with reality. You need a reality check. Somebody that makes a lot of money is not going to be sitting at home cuddled up with you on the couch.
There will be times, but understand it might not be what you want if you want him there at like 12 hours a fucking day. It might not work that way. He might need to go and handle business. We don't stop money. We allow people to be them. We understand that. And if that's not what works for you, then that is not the one that works for you. And it's okay.
Here's the thing. A lot of people really want to be happy in their relationship. Some of them just don't know how. They don't have the tools. They don't have the support. They don't have the knowledge. And some folks simply just don't have the education.
Or they lack experience.
Or experience, true. And a lot of us, when you don't have the things to make you successful, you lash out, you sabotage, you find fault with, and your pin out. Your face
is clogged. It's clogged. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Like, damn it. And a lot of folks, when you're trying to be someone that you are not, okay, I have seen that too. When you understand, that facade will crack. That facade will crack. You will not be able to sustain it. It will crack. So it's better to be who you are, be true to yourself. And it's better to take that time to get to know exactly what you want in a person. Stop looking at money, because number one, money comes and goes.
I value the heart. I value the brain. I value the emotional intelligence. I was that person that you still got to look good. I'm sorry. I'm just really that person. You do. I'm sorry. You got to be some kind of eye candy for me, but you can be eye candy, but have nothing here, and I will feel absolutely nothing for you. But just sorry that you're so good looking, but so not intelligent for me.
Yeah, and most people are a package. Some people are package deals. Some people come with children. Some people are looking for love in all the wrong places.
Or it could be the right place. You just are
it
not
could be the
ready
right
for
place
it.
in the wrong time.
You know what? I heard something that said you can't be. It can't be the right person at the wrong time. It's either the right person or it's not.
Maybe.
Because if we're
Sometimes,
present, we're not looking at the before. It's the right now. What is right now?
sometimes people come back around in your life.
And then let that happen.
Some people do come back around in your life.
Then let that happen. And because actually, I can see that
I
too.
am I am a complete witness to that.
Yeah.
Baby, where you at?
And
You still here?
here's the thing, that when you're looking, and I want to just, like I said, talking to my ladies, guys, you can take it too if it helps.
Morris Chestnut was in Think Like a
Years
Man.
later.
Yeah.
Yes.
Who was Morris Chestnut in Think Like a Man? I'm lost.
No, Morris Chestnut was not in Think Like a Man.
Thank you. I'm not crazy. Which character are you talking about?
Kevin Hart?
No, he's too short to be Morris Chestnut. Was it Romney Malco? Because I like him too. But that dang on Terrence J. Lord of mercy. Oh, that Michael Ealy. Whew, shit.
How about There Is No Right Time, because there is lessons to move you toward the journey.
Absolutely, right there. Who said that? Please tell me who you are. I need to know.
Probably Latin. It's probably Latin.
It most likely is, because she be all up in that right there.
And sometimes, I think that, and like I said, this, for me, it's my opinion, and it's how I put it together, I guess, in my mind. But we have opportunities that sometimes we miss. We have chances.
Oh yeah, he was the high value man in the movie.
You right. You are right. See? Ooh. Yeah, that made my brain just go, ooh. Okay,
yeah,
you're right. You're right.
Yeah, he had the car and they went to dinner, and yeah.
It looked good, but it wasn't.
Exactly.
Okay, got it. I'm here now. I'm here. Yeah,
and just because it looks good, it don't mean it is good. Just because it looked good, don't mean it is good.
Chocolate stuff could have got bit and left on the bed. Don't play with me. I'm sorry.
She was like, the sex wasn't even good. Jesus.
Dude,
let me finish this wine.
So, in closing, because we're going to talk a little bit about EEE before we get out of here tonight. But in closing, I hope you guys have a few things that you can think about as you get into relationships and expectations. First of all, don't overthink things. Stop it. Stop overthinking. Keep it kiss.
I be trying.
Keep it simple, stupid. Okay, KISS. That's the acronym. Keep it simple, stupid. Try to stay.
Quit talking to me like that.
And to keep keep things simple, and make sure you're communicating and you're talking. If you can't talk with the person that you're interested in, and I get it, we kind of get butterflies in our tummy, and we don't know what. We want to be a little bashful, a little shy to start things out. I get it. But as you progress, you need to be able to talk to that person and to express what you like, what you don't like, what you would like in a relationship, and sit down and have that conversation with yourself. Take a moment to see what that's going to sound like. Okay, talk to yourself. Make sure that you're saying things that are appealing, that are well thought out, there's nothing worse than somebody that comes to a conversation unprepared. So make sure that you know the things, and you don't have to have a laundry list. Keep it brief. 5 things, 3 things. Start out with a few things. Don't try to make it so that it's, and never settle. Yes. Don't start out trying to have this long laundry list. That's not going to work. And learn about the word compromise. Sometimes relationships are give and take, and sometimes you got to learn to compromise on some things. Not super duper, important things, but you'll know what they are. But you'll need to learn to compromise. But the key thing is clear, concise communication. Don't step into these relationships with preconceived notions that are beyond you, and don't expect something from someone else that you can't do for them. Don't do it, because you're setting yourself up for failure.
Absolutely.
If you're expecting them to do the dishes every night, can you do the dishes every night? Can you jump in and do the dishes when that person is sick or out of town or at a business meeting?
Are we being taught codependency?
Hell no.
Do you know what I'm asking in regards to the expectation, the relating of things, how we expect something from someone else that we're not willing to do because we know that they're going to do it, and then vice versa? Is that making sense to you? Is
Yeah,
that
I don't.
So where you don't ever deal with it. You don't ever deal with it, so you don't know how to do it.
I'm looking at literal thing. I mean, that's a possibility, but I was looking at
indoctrination.
Yeah, I was looking more at it from the standpoint of let's say you know how to wash the dishes, but your expectation is that this person's going to do the dishes every night.
So
but
therefore,
now this person is sick. So what are you going to do? Let the dishes pile up?
Some people will.
Or are you going to jump in?
I'm not one of them people, but some people.
I'm just saying, are you going to jump in and handle the situation while you're because this is supposed to be quote unquote your partner. Hello.
Yeah.
That means we're working together to be successful. And sometimes it's the little things. It's not the big things. It's the little things. So are you going to jump in and help, or are you just going to let the dishes pile up and the bugs and the this and the that when you could have done it?
Yeah. Okay.
So I'm just looking at, smaller things. I think sometimes, we can overanalyze stuff too. And if we're not talking and we're not communicating, sometimes we got to say, hey, babe, I'm not feeling good tonight. Can you do the dishes for me? I would really appreciate it.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to bury that pride. I can't pick the kids up, or I didn't get to the grocery. Can you grab a gallon of milk on the way home?
Partnership.
It's a partnership.
Yeah.
Gender roles are a problem, but gender roles to me, they don't have to be, because gender roles is when you're talking about your relationship, you can do if he can outcook you and she can do the car,
man,
that's y'all's gender roles. That's what you got in your relationship. So I never look at gender roles as an issue and a problem, because that's based on your relationship. Whoever does it best.
I think they mean what traditional.
Yeah.
The traditional gender.
Traditional, yes, absolutely.
Right. But even if I make better lasagna, but I can't make a steak, usually what? Men make the steak, I make the lasagna. The only one to me that put gender roles, to me, I've never worried about gender roles. If I got to take the trash out because the trash is piled up, it's going out. I don't need trash stinking.
JW, you still here? There go Mark.
I think Jay left a long time ago.
It's all good. Mark, you were definitely missed by some of the viewers.
So
they wanted to know your opinion.
Real quick, we're going to get into the Ebony Erotic experience.
Pew, 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 pew.
Because thank you guys. The comments and everything tonight were absolutely wonderful. I hope you enjoyed the topic tonight. I really enjoyed presenting it and talking to you guys about it. It's really, really, really important that we work on as individuals and as partners to be effective within our relationships and not to conform to what everybody else tells you or what everybody else says. Go ahead and make your relationship individual. And what I mean by that is the two of you decide how your relationship is going to go, and make sure you understand that you're partners in your relationship and that you want the best for each other. And if you want the best for each other, your relationship is only going to grow and be stronger. So with that said, let's talk about EEE.
Erotic experience.
Yes, y'all, we back. We got some announcements coming down the pipeline this week about hotels and all that good stuff. But going down April 26th and 27th, right here in Cleveland, Ohio, we have the Ebony Erotic Experience, the second coming burlesque edition will be happening. The Erotic 7 is hosting this event. And oh, wow, we got 3 7 on here tonight. We got 3 of us. So we got to give a shout out to our other sisters. See Miss Taste of Honey,
Entice,
Miss Mango, and
Miss Nikki,
Ecstasy,
and
Ecstasy Nikki.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah,
Jen.
Shorty Doo Wop.
Shorty Doo Wop.
Yep. So we are
gonna
we're gonna have
say what's your price.
Just
to pick it up. You can hold my eyes. Okay.
We're gonna have a great time. We're already starting. Okay, we are already starting. Get your tickets on Eventbrite. It's under the Ebony Erotic Experience. The second coming. The second is spelled out SECOND. Coming is spelled CUMMING. Burlesque edition. It is on Eventbrite. Your tickets for a single person for 2 days, it is $225. For a couple for 2 days, it's 2 days only for the couples. We are not splitting that up. It is $350. For a single person, 1 day, Friday, is $125. For a single person, 1 day on Saturday is $150.
What does it include?
So make sure you get your tickets. Go out there and get them. We have limited space. We are in a smaller venue, but we plan on making the best of this venue. It's going to be pretty nice.
We got featured artists. We got classes. And we got our Purple Rain very own Dungeon.
Dun, dun, dun.
I know I look innocent, you guys, but I'm very sadistic.
Oh,
so come try me out.
So if you sadistic and you know all of that good shit, just come and join us.
If you're a masochist and you want to try your hand at my sadism, I'm your girl.
Masochists, doms, domes, subs, submissives, slaves, vanilla. If you want to.
We've got vanilla. We've
got to dip your toe in a little bit.
We've got swingers. We've got
poly.
We've got Polly. Let me tell you something about this event. This event encompasses as many different lifestyles as humanly possible for a weekend. We do not discriminate. We enjoy having you all come in and have some fun with us for this 2-day event. This is a burlesque themed event. So Friday night, we want you to come in. We've got some announcements coming up very, very soon about the activities for Friday night. And on Saturday, we have a lot of our classes and our seminars, as well as our decadent dinner that is going to be a little off the chain. So,
so let me
this sound like a chain mail kind of event, right?
Question real quick. Latin asked me a question. Latin said, "What does that mean, Purple Rain?" And I'm assuming you mean about the masochism and sadism. So sadism and masochism are both terms in BDSM. They are one of the things that S and M stand for. Masochists are people that like taking pain, while us sadists are those that like giving pain. So if you want to try your levels with me, I'm a sadomasochist though, because I like getting pain just as well as I like receiving pain. And trust and believe me, if I can dish it out, I can take it.
And I'm still in training.
I took it on New Year's Eve. Ooh, the bruises and the trophies was beautifully in purple from that one.
I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure mine out, but I'm learning from my two.
I might do BDSM 1-on-1 next week.
Oh, so please and thank you.
It will be quite interesting.
Yes.
And we have confirmed, let them know who we have confirmed. We have confirmed to be in attendance, because let me just preface this. We have gone through quite a bit with this event, just trying to get it on here in Cleveland. And we are finally headed in the right direction. It is finally going down, and there's no stopping us. We have our venue. We are working on the hotels. We have a lot of our guests that are returning. We have some new guests that are going to be joining us. We're not going to tell you all of our featured guests yet. You know how we do it. We roll it out. But we want to welcome back with us. We're excited to have these two featured guests that will be coming. Number one, we have from Indianapolis, Indiana, one of the baddest female entertainers in the Midwest. We have Miss Roxy on the pole.
Roxy.
And yes, she's bringing the pole. Okay, so you guys will be able to have pole class. She's going to entertain. It is going to be fabulous. If you have not seen our beautiful chocolate queen,
our chocolate drop, yes. Oh my God, don't play with it, baby.
She is gorgeous. It is going to be fantastic. All the way from Atlanta, hot Atlanta, one night only due to a conflict in their schedule that arose after we rescheduled everything. But one night only on Friday night, we have Lady V and D Black in the house. They are coming from Atlanta for one night for face sitting classes. And they're also going to be talking to you about swingers, about being in the lifestyle as a couple. And they are also sexuality coaches as well. So you do not want to miss this demonstration. It is a hands-on demonstration as well. Someone has said that they want Miss JewCee to sit on their face, so I am going to learn how to do this with my knees. Okay, so
that part, she gonna show me how to do it with my bad knee. So this is not the good knee challenge.
It's going to be technique. So make sure those are just a couple. We're going to be announcing some more. We're not going to, not doing it, not telling you everything. So you've learned that we're going to have a dungeon, and this dungeon is also open to other dominants that would like to participate. in there, as well as newbies that might want to learn a little bit about flogging, or learn a little bit more about rope play, or learn a little bit more about this lifestyle. You are welcome to be able to learn. You got 2 days to do this and try some new things out. Um, I am so excited. The venue is totally private, totally private. So we can do what we set out to do in the first place. So make sure you go out to Eventbrite and you get your tickets. Your tickets include all of the entertainment, they include all of the food. Yes, we're gonna feed you. Don't worry, you will be fed. We want you. We will be cooking and making sure that all of you have some of the most decadent food, because food is part of this. Food is definitely part of the erotic world. So we're going to make sure that you're taken care of there as well. Wow.
I just had a thought, my bad.
No cell phones, please, everyone. No cell phones. We will have a professional photographer on site, but do not bring your cell phones in. And the reason is we want you guys to enjoy the event, not worry about sharing it with everybody else, because it is not for everybody else. Okay.
No restrictions, Lorenzo.
On the implements of destruction in Purple Rain's dungeon.
No, bring your shit. I want to see what you got.
Ooh,
damn.
Shit.
Damn. Okay.
Bring your toys. What you got?
I love learning from other dominants. I love learning from other dominants and seeing the stuff that they use compared to the stuff that I use.
And Lorenzo, you know we cherish you. You know we really do.
That's my baby.
We love him.
We are going to have a great time. Doors open on Friday. We're looking at changing the time a little bit. We're starting probably around 5 p.m. and we're going to go to at least 1 a.m. And then on Saturday we open the doors at 9 a.m. Everything starts at 10. We go till 4 in the afternoon. We take a break. We let you go back to the hotel, change into your most tantalizing burlesque outfits, ladies. I expect to see some fishnets. I expect to see some corsets. I expect to see some bra and panties. I expect to see some garters. I expect to see some ruffled panties. I expect to see some booty shorts. I expect to see your hair laid. I expect to see your makeup done. And I expect to see
I gotta take my makeup person with me. You coming with me, right? You got to come with me. April 26th and 27th. We're going to Cleveland.
We want you to shimmy. We want you to have a good time. And fellas, hey, come on, put them suits on. Put them suits on.
I want to see some suspenders so I can pop some of them.
We want to see some suspenders. We want to see some buttons. We want to see some shoes. And is your sock game tight?
Ooh. Cause see, we look at that because we got sock kings in our building, so like we know what that is.
Sock game tight. That's what we want to know. Yes. So get your tickets. Go out to Eventbrite. Join us April 26th and 27th for the Ebony Erotic Experience in Cleveland, Ohio. If you're celebrating a birthday or an anniversary, please let us know ahead of time. We'd like to do something special for you. Okay. We have a great DJ in the house all the way from Chicago. We're going to be talking more about him. And as we get a little closer, we're going to be inviting a lot of our featured guests on the show. So you definitely want to get your tickets. And tickets are limited, and there are no tickets sold at the door. None. And we also have vendors. We have vendors in the house as well. So let's get naughty and nasty and come on to Cleveland and let's have some fun.
I still need to make the glory hole.
Oh.
We'll talk about that later.
Wait.
I just thought about it.
I did not. We also will probably have a play area.
Next week. We'll talk about this next week.
Yeah, we can do some stuff.
Because we got to go now.
So get your tickets, go out to Eventbrite, and join us at the Ebony Erotic Experience. All you have to do is put in the Ebony Erotic Experience and it should pull right on up. Get your ticket. Do not wait. Seating and everything is limited. Once the tickets are gone, they are gone. And we decided, just so you know, we wanted a more smaller, intimate group of people for this event. So get your tickets while they last. And let's have some erotic fun. How about that? All right, ladies. Let me know. Let them know. What you got going on? Anything this week, Miss Siren?
I am working.
Okay.
I'm doing. I am working. Yeah.
All right. And Miss Purple Rain, anything on your agenda this week?
No, nothing on my agenda this week.
She working like
I have a calm week. I have a calm week. Let me just get these pipes unfrozen.
Some positive energy, warm energy to you in your home and anyone else that is experiencing this polar vortex that is happening in the East and the Midwest. I'm sorry, I'm not sorry that I'm not feeling that because I don't want to feel that. But I send all the warm energy to you all.
Well, we definitely need it. Okay, we definitely need it because here in Cleveland, it's been my car thermostat wanted to give up. Okay.
See, why I'm over here. That's why I'm in
locked up on me. I had to stop the car for a minute, let it sit for a second, and then we can continue. So, everybody, if you are in the polar vortex, please be safe. Do not travel outside without being wrapped up. Got your gloves, got your thermals, got your everything that you need. Don't go outside unless you absolutely have to. This hopefully will pass by the end of the week. If you need an Uber in Cleveland, I'm your girl. Miss JewCee does travel around the city, picking people up all day long, and let's have some fun. All right, guys, remember, we're going to be back next Monday night right here for more Juicy Tales Erotic Chat, where it looks like Miss Purple Rain will take the lead next week with her topics. So look for our new flyer. I hope you guys like it. And join us next Monday night. We start at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, 8 p.m. Central, 6 p.m. for our folks out on the West Coast. And for our brothers and sisters in Barbados, we start at 10 p.m. Remember, enjoy, enlighten, and embrace eroticism. And make sure you tune in next week. All right, guys. Love you all. Have a great week. Stay warm.